Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Hope you had a good holiday. Hope you had a good time. Um, I'm I'm doing good. I should have spruced up a bit before the stream, but here we are. Here we are. You got Messy Boy D. uh Hi, I'm here. I'm here, I'm ready. So today, um today we're just gonna stream this until we're done, whether we finish early, whether we finish late. Um, and what we're gonna be doing today is a 2023 recap. We're kind of gonna go over the kind of the basics of the of the streaming I did in 2023 and kind of any lessons we can learn from that. Um, if that kind of affects how that affects like what I want to do in 2024, and we'll also kind of go over what my goal for 2024 is going to be, um, or my goal really for the immediate future, for me streaming. So, um, yeah. So while I do this, uh, any input about what streams you guys, the viewers, liked, um, any input about what you'd want to see me do in the next few months, really any of that. I'm happy to read. I'm happy to consider. But for now, um I'm gonna do best performing streams. There's two criteria here. One is um kind of the streams that kind of got the most peak viewers, like while I was streaming them on Twitch. And then what stream VODs got the most views on my stream VOD YouTube channel. So I've got a top 5 for you for best performing streams. Fifth place is my first stream of the year. My WarioWare 1 stream, where I announced that I was going to return to a regular streaming schedule. This is the stream where I played WarioWare, but it's also the stream where I kind of laid out what I was going to be doing for the foreseeable future. So you know that that had some people like coming in being like, oh hey, Daniel's back, Doris is back. What's he doing? What's he doing next? What's he up to? So like that's kind of a stream I can't really replicate, obviously. Um, but I guess if there's anything I learned from the stream, it's that I want to play more Wario games, WarioWare, Wario Land. Either way, I'm down. The fourth highest like peak views for a stream I got was my early Street Fighter 4 streams. Like for the first few weeks when I was streaming like online matches of Street Fighter 6, uh like my viewership was pretty decent. Um this has plummeted for Street Fighter 6 in later months. All my most recent Street Fighter 6 streams, um only like a couple people really come in and watch, and one of them is Sean, who is doing a first to 10 with me in each of those streams. Um, so yeah, uh, I don't know. I don't know what lesson I should learn from that. I love Street Fighter 6. I love playing it. I want to keep doing Street Fighter 6 streams. I really like doing the first to 10 with Sean every time I do it. Um, you know, because it's been, especially because it's been fun practice. It's keeping me limber for any upcoming tournaments. I guess one issue there is that um, Combo Breaker registration just opened, And at this moment, there isn't. The past couple of years, Sean and I went to Combo Breaker. Sean, Devin, and I went to Combo Breaker because masks were mandatory. There was a um like you were required to wear masks on the floor, and and it was enforced really well. Everyone had to, and it felt really safe both times we went. You know, Sean, Devin, and I went, participated. Everyone was wearing masks, and nobody got COVID at those tournaments. Um, they Then, last year Evo lifted the mask requirement. A bunch of people at Evo got sick, and Combo Breaker just got announced for this year. And at this moment, there is no mask mandate. There's no mask requirement. Um, and if they, the guy running Combo Breaker was like, that's subject to change. We might change our mind uh, in the next couple months. We're kind of uh, seeing how conditions play out. But if they don't change their mind, then Sean, Devin, and I already talked about it. We won't be going to Combo Breaker if masks aren't required. Like, it's a huge tournament, and the last huge tournament that did that was a super spreader event. um. Anyway, all that is to say that um like initially one of the reasons I was doing a lot of Street Fighter streams is because like I wanted to stay in practice. I didn't want to get too rusty for when Sean and I inevitably, at what it felt like inevitably, would participate in Combo Breaker and enter some Street Fighter 6 there. Um if Combo Breaker ends up being an event that I can't go to, then I'm probably less motivated to do more Street Fighter 6 streams. And maybe that's for the best, since my Street Fighter 6 streams haven't been doing too well lately anyway. Um I guess one exception is that when a new character comes out, um my streams do kind of my Street Fighter 6, like when Rashid came out specifically, my stream did okay on on Twitch and YouTube. So there's that. I would still probably do like, hey, Ed just came out. Let's check out Ed. I'll probably still do those streams. Third place, my third best performing stream on Twitch. Banjo Kazooie, my Banjo Kazooie playthrough. Had pretty good peak viewership. Um, and yeah, and it kind of stayed consistently good for each Banjo Kazooie stream. So, you know, that was a viewer suggestion of a full playthrough that I do. And that viewer showed up for each of my Banjo Kazooie streams, and so did several other people, and they interacted with me and each other, and I was the Banjo Kazooie streams were great. They were really great. Um, yeah. I do want to try more, like the full playthrough strategy, where I do a full playthrough that's directly suggested by someone, especially like a regular. That doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Doing more of those in the future. And I will actually naturally be doing more of those, just because my full playthrough Monday list has more of those. Um, yeah. So that was nice. On the flip side, Digimon Survive started okay, and then ended up kind of being one of my worst performing streams the longer it went on, right? And I think part of that was because that wasn't directly suggested by anyone. Like I picked that game and then had people vote on it, and it won the vote, but ultimately, the winner of the vote didn't matter that much, right? It's not like anyone asked me to play it, so um, one thing I'll do actually is I'll look at my stream schedule list and also kind of do a retrospective there. Second place, my second best performing stream. I don't know if you'll recognize this off the bat, but this is a thumbnail from the stream where I played a bunch of Ludum Dare games. There was a Ludum Dare competition happening at the time, and the results hadn't come in yet, so I just picked a bunch of games that looked interesting. And then partway through the stream, several game developers uh, that were participating in Ludum Dare at the time were like, "Hey, will you play my game?" And I was like, "Sure, fine, okay." And and yeah, then a bunch of game developers were in the stream watching me play their games. Awesome stream, really fun stream. This is also a stream that I can't really replicate unless Ludum Dare is happening, right? I guess I guess a takeaway you can take from this is, like maybe find more streams where I can get communities involved, but that seems kind of hard to do organically. Like seems kind of hard to seek out and find. Um yeah. I should definitely do a Ludum Dare stream again. Um but uh but I'm kind of only looking up until March at the moment, and I'll explain why later. And I don't think that there is a Ludum Dare uh I don't think there's a Ludum Dare happening before March. So but my best stream, my best performing stream was the Big Boy tournament slash the stream where I scheduled the rest of 2023. And the lesson I learned there is that if uh, I beg my entire fan base to watch me do a specific stream, some of them will show up. And that's great. I really appreciate it. uh but yeah, this is one where I'm like, hey, if you want to, if you want to have an effect on what games I stream for the rest of the year, please come watch the stream, come vote, come suggest games for me. And yeah, a lot of people came in, and that was great. But obviously, there's a couple caveats there, right? I can't do that all the time. And like, planning streams are something that I can't do all the time. But also I can't ask everyone to show up all the time, right? The more I do that, the more diminishing, the less important each subsequent request will feel, right? I got to save those for special occasions if I want those requests to matter. Um, so yeah, out of all these streams that I did, the ones like really like this, the Banjo Kazooie one is really the one that I can do the most about. The rest of these were all kind of like, well, let's see, like Street Fighter, right? Like Street Fighter were streams that were doing well um shortly after the game came out. Actually, like the streams I did right after Street Fighter 6 came out, like the week it came out, didn't do too great. But the streams I did the couple weeks after Street Fighter 6 came out did perform pretty well, right? So playing games like not the minute they come out, but around the time they come out seems to maybe uh get a decent stream going depending on the game. Um and yeah, maybe I should do more fighting game streams of fighting games that are like relevant and kind of hot, which I'd be happy to do. I love playing fighting games. I love playing fighting games. Um okay, next. Um next thing I'm gonna do is look over my best performing YouTube VODs. Hmm. One sec. Well, whatever. Okay. Um, Here come the VODs. Do 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 do. Um, my fifth best performing VOD is probably the weirdest one. Probably the one that I get the least. Is my Storyteller and Marvel Snap stream. Yeah, this is just a stream where I played Storyteller for the first half of the stream, and then I played Marvel Snap for a bit in the last half of the stream. One thing that was interesting is this performed pretty badly on Twitch while I was streaming it. While I was streaming this game, no one really cared. Some people tuned in for Marvel Snap, but no one stayed because I wasn't doing very well. um, However, yeah, the Storyteller Marvel Snap stream, yeah, I got 121 views on YouTube. All right, like people just gradually kind of watch that one. Uh, yeah. Any lessons I can take from that? Any takeaways? I'm not sure. Um, because like Storyteller was a cool game. Storyteller was a cool game. Yeah. Yeah, it was neat, you know. It was like I guess one thing that's notable is I did do a full playthrough of this game, so maybe that's one thing people were kind of seeking it out. But I've done some full playthroughs that performed really badly as YouTube VODs. My Cocoon stream, no, my Cocoon full playthrough, my Venba full playthrough, no one really watched either of those on YouTube. Um, but I like you know I like playing short indie games and doing full playthroughs of them on Twitch. That's a really satisfying experience for me. It's really gratifying. Yeah, I enjoy it. So there's that at least. Uh, my fourth place. My fourth place I understand a little more. It's uh it's the Street Fighter 6 World Tour starring Popeye Sailor Man stream. Uh yes, this is the stream where I built my Street Fighter 6 character and I made him look as much like Popeye as possible. And then I played through World Tour mode as Popeye. Great stream. Had played through Summer World Tour mode as Popeye. Yeah, had a fantastic time. Um, I think I think the stream had a good thumbnail, which was essentially this, essentially me looking at Popeye, like having him on the screen while I made Popeye. Um, and Yeah, that got what, like 222 views. People were curious about that one. By the way, you'll notice a trend of like my YouTube VOD channel isn't like super, like I'm not gonna get tens of thousands of views. I'm not even gonna get thousands of views on any of my streams on YouTube. Really, my main function for YouTube is just to kind of have it as an archive, have have it there for people that uh that don't really use Twitch much, that prefer YouTube and want to watch my streams after I've streamed them. So these are just kind of making notes of like uh which streams got even like kind of an amount of views, you know? My VOD you must finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I lost all motivation to do it like halfway through the I really fucked that up. I'm sorry. All right, third place. Another one where I'm like, yeah, I understand. I understand why this did okay. Spinach wore off at the halfway point. Yeah. It's my WarioWare Move It full playthrough. Um, where I had a body cam set up. You know, I had my whole body out there, ready to be gawked at. Uh, and yeah, then I just played. I played WarioWare Move It for a couple hours, and then I beat the fucking game, and then I was done. But yeah, this makes sense to me. It got about 250 views, right? I get it. Like I clearly state it's a full playthrough. I clearly state that like you get to see my body moving. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. I guess any lessons I learned from this, I don't know. WarioWare is awesome. That's a good lesson. God, I loved it. This game was so cool. I just wish it had like any semblance of a post game. I just wish there wasn't like nothing after I beat it. Yeah. Good stream though. Had a lot of fun with the stream. By the way, yeah, my I'm Thora Z on YouTube, by the way. So if any of these VODs look like, oh, I should watch that VOD, you can watch it on Thora Z. You can watch it on Twitter on YouTube.com/Thora Z. Thora Z. Amelie. Second place. My second most popular stream on YouTube at this time. My Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 campaign stream. Um, this one's interesting because I kind of figured out why this got over 500 views. Right? It's if you scroll down here, someone put some timestamps, and if you go to those timestamps, it's it's the points where I got to Vlad Plasmius as the Angry Beavers. Because every character that you get to Plasmius with, when you get to Vlad Plasmius with them for the first time, whichever character you get there with the first time, any character. Sorry, how do I word this? Every character has unique dialogue when you get to Vlad Plasmius for the first time, and uh, and I'm pretty sure that unique dialogue only activates the first time you fight Vlad Plasmius, right? Um, so I think there were a lot of All-Star Brawl 2 fans kind of looking for all that unique dialogue, and I happened to, at least for a while, be the main person that had footage of the Angry Beavers fighting Vlad Plasmius for the first time. So, yeah. So I had some people checking me out doing that, and some timestamps were helpfully supplied. So a weird little thing that happened. But alas, that's not what I want to. This is what I want to. And my most popular stream, my most popular YouTube VOD upload isn't a video game. It's not me playing a video game. It is. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, I just found something out. Um, sorry, I'll leave you in less suspense for a second. Um, my my top stream is my manga 2023 tier list. Um, which is currently at almost 1,000 views. It's at 991 views. It's almost at the 1,000 view mark. Um, I I got distracted for a second because because hold on, yeah. Because my video has chapters? Oh, okay. My some someone started implementing chapters for my video. They got to Roboco and they gave up. But like but yeah, someone has been putting in it's like, okay, this is when Daniel talks about Hunter x Hunter. And by the way, I do think that one of the reasons my video has so many views is because this is basically the thumbnail. Um, me talking about Hunter x Hunter while Hunter x Hunter is in the It's Alright section and One Piece is in the top tier section. So a few people actually came into the video to be like, wow, you put Hunter x Hunter and It's Alright? How could you? How dare you do this? Uh But in the stream, in the VOD, I explain that these are my rankings for the 2023 performance of those manga. And in 2023, Hunter x Hunter published 2 chapters of its worst arc. Is that an auto YouTube thing? I've never seen that happen with any of my YouTube videos except this one. So I'm pretty sure like a fan started implementing it and stopped. Um You've seen other videos where the chapters just stop for after a bit. Yeah, that's so strange. That's so strange. And like, yeah, because like, first of all, some of these things are misspelled, like Yakura family instead of Yozakura family. Mashal is misspelled. Um, but also there's a part where I just talk about how much I love time skips, and and that has its own section, which is incredible. I feel like someone has manually been implementing these, which is crazy. Just found that out. Um, Maybe you should become a full-time manga streamer or a full-time tier list streamer. I've honestly like this stream and the way it performed did make me think of ways I could potentially do that. Um but also this is my best YouTube performance, right? When I was when I was doing the manga tier list stream, it did okay actually. The manga tier list stream did okay in terms of like average viewers and peak viewers. It was kind of like average to slightly above average compared to my other streams. But the thing is that like yeah, like it got good views on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that the people that watch on YouTube are following me on Twitch. Actually, I would guess that pretty much none of the people that watch this video are following me on Twitch. Although I did get a few follows after the views on this video started going up. So I do want to do more manga related stuff. And actually one of the it's a lot of fun for me to talk about anime and manga while I'm playing an unrelated game. That's some of my favorite streaming times, you know. A lot of my Star Ocean streams are just me and Mr. Cactus talking about like what anime we're into right now. And that's great. I should just like do whole streams that revolve around that. If anyone's got any suggestions for ways I can do whole streams that revolve around that, I'm listening. Um, yeah, and like I don't know, full time tier list streamer. I feel like that wouldn't really, or would it? If I just like every time I do a tier list stream, I just have a thumbnail with at least one placement that'll make someone mad. I guess that's all. I guess that's what tier lists naturally do, huh? Like any tier list thumbnail is going to result in placements that either make people want to watch your stream because they think they'll agree with you a lot, or watch it because they're going to hate watch it because they think you're stupid for your horrible placements. I wonder if I want to, yeah, I wonder if that's what I want my streaming career to be. It's a good question. Um Tier lists and top 10s are great for engagement. Yeah. I guess I should do those more often, huh? What what are some tier lists and top 10s I should do? You know, actually, I've done some top 10 streams before. The top 10 streams, why don't we just actually hop into here, we'll just kind of go down my popular. One thing worth noting, right, sixth place is my Steam Deck grab bag stream, which is this one thing that's notable is that this is a stream, this is a VOD that I tagged with every game that I streamed, right? And I think that might have helped. Um, Playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder till my internet dies is the one with the next most views. Worth noting that all of these are under 100 views, right? So that's not like it's notable, but it's not stuff I should base major decisions around. And then my eighth most viewed is another manga video. The one where I talk about the fall 2023 Shonen Jump batch, and make predictions about them and kind of you know, go over what new series are coming, what series are leaving. God, love this loop where I'm just wiping my nose over and over. And then in the second half of that stream, I just play the manga works. And I honestly, I think that's probably the worst part of the stream. That didn't go too well. Then like Dungeons of Either has some views. The Rashid Arcade Mode video has some views. Part 7 of Digimon Survive and Part 2 of Rhapsody. Not Part 1 of Rhapsody. Not parts 1 through 6 of Digimon Survive. Um then like yeah, then Part 3 of Rhapsody. Part 1 of Kid Chameleon, which is fun. and then a couple of the Road to Mystery streams, which I'm glad got like some amount of attention. I think those are good streams, and I like them a lot. Yeah. Look at that guy. Who's that guy? Who's that handsome guy? Um, you see a lot of tier list videos where the thumbnail is deliberately fake with a bunch of whack placements that are different in the actual video for clicks. I've noticed those too. Um, Honestly, I don't know if I want to bother doing that. And maybe that's why I'll never be PewDiePie. I'll never be a Ninja. I don't know any really popular streamers that don't suck. Um I'll never be Markiplier. Markiplier's not too bad. Markiplier's not too bad. Please don't ever be PewDiePie or Ninja. Yes. For what it's worth, I don't plan on it. I don't plan on it. My principles are holding me back from being PewDiePie. Pretty good principles, huh? Thank you, principles. You should do some kind of Street Fighter 6 tier list that has nothing to do with character power. Like a tier list for the best costume twos. That would be fun. Or which characters you'd most like to eat a sandwich with or something. Not a bad idea. Not bad ideas, honestly. Um the only thing you know about Ninja is the tweet he made about his wife bringing him a sandwich with no bra on, lol. Okay. uh Can't believe that man is married. Well, he's a millionaire based off of his video game streams. I'm sure someone wants to marry that. Um I look at my worst performing VODs. Which VODs got like no views. Yeah, see, like my Venba full playthrough, 5 views. Um, Detective Pikachu with Devon Part 1 got 4 VOD views. By the way, this performed pretty well on Twitch. This performed like above average on Twitch. Like it got like it was really good at maintaining average views, and it had a pretty good amount of peak viewers too. But one thing that's funny about this also is that Part 2 Part two's like 9 views. Okay, so people on the YouTube VODs weren't watching it much, but those people were stupid. Because as much as I don't like the video game Detective Pikachu Returns, they're pretty good streams. I enjoyed doing those streams, and they perform pretty well on Twitch. Yeah, like these 2 parts of my 2023 schedule stream. By the way, like I mentioned, my best performing stream on Twitch. No viewership on YouTube. Mortal Kombat 1 Arcade Towers only has 1 view. There's a very good reason for this. It's got an age gate on it. It has an age restriction on it, and I think that's a big reason. Like it's not, no algorithms are showing it to people. You have to be at least 17 to watch it. Yeah. Um, Wild Frost 2 views. Knuckle Sandwich did really badly. I'm sad about that. I love Knuckle Sandwich. Um, yeah, like even part 1 got like 6 views. Yeah, later Digimon Survive episodes tend to perform pretty poorly on Twitch and YouTube. Um, Sergeant First Departure, what's funny is that like part 1, not a lot of views. subsequent parts, not only do they get a decent amount of views comparatively on my YouTube VOD channel, but if I were to have done a top 10 best performing Twitch streams, Star Ocean First Departure would have been on it. Um, Star Ocean performed pretty well. I got several new follows out of it, and like there were some people that kind of like regularly viewed it, you know. And I guess it's actually a good excuse as any to hop over to this list here. All right, so yeah, let's look at my full playthrough. Let's look at the stream schedule list and how things went there. Right, I put this list together. I put this full playthrough Mondays list together in June, right? Based off of my own preferences, uh based off of viewer suggestions and a number of other things. So, out of the out of the 12 games here, I beat 5 of them in the last 6 months, right? Um Couple reasons for that. One, Digimon Survive ended up being like a good 20 hours longer than I thought it was going to be. How Long to Beat told me that game was like 40 something hours long. And I'm pretty sure I beat it like the 60-hour mark. And the other reason is that during my Star Ocean First Departure R stream, like I had to cancel a lot of my streams. Like there were nights where my connection was too bad to properly run a stream. There's at least one night where like Ziggy had an emergency and I had to take care of that. Just yeah, a lot of stuff came up during my Star Ocean run, and it took like twice as many weeks as it did streams for me to beat that game. Um, but I did kind of breeze through these three in an appropriate amount of time. So yeah, why don't I talk about each kind of. I'll talk about each kind of like streaming experience for my full playthroughs, right? Digimon Survive is a game I thought was really cool and I had a cool time playing. There were definitely diminishing returns on the streams, right? Like some people tuned in to watch me start that game, but almost nobody stuck around. Every now and then someone would follow me because they're like, "Oh, cool, you're playing a Digimon game." And I do have a couple regulars that started following me with Digimon Survive, so that's great. Um, but this honestly did kind of make me start doubting whether I should do full playthrough streams of long ass RPGs, right? Um, but let's skip ahead. Star Ocean First Departure R was a long ass RPG that actually performed really well for me. That actually like got some good regular views in, got some nice follows out of it, and and after like after I like broke through, there was a part in the middle, right, where like I was really banging my head against the game. I was not having fun with it. It was kicking my ass. It was more hard than it was fun, and I was like, it's like if I do not make some headway by the end of the stream, I quit. um and then I did make headway, and then I eventually beat the game. Um and like after I had that breakthrough point, First Departure R was a really fun stream, like it was actually pretty fun to kind of like the parts where I'm grinding, right? Like just kind of like talk about whatever while I'm like not super paying attention to the game and just kind of like vibing. Like Star Ocean, First Departure R had some fun vibe streams. Though those bits were kind of dangerous because there were so many like just random mobs that could just wipe my party if I wasn't paying enough attention. But yeah, like I guess like yeah, what's the difference, right? Digimon Survive and Star Ocean First Departure R. Why did one long ass RPG not do great for me, and why did the other um do better? And some of my guesses, right? Some of my guesses are that Star Ocean First Departure R, even though it's a game that technically came out like only a few years ago, it is a remaster of a remake of a 1996 game, right? It's like more of a retro experience. And I have noticed that my retro streams tend to perform better on average than like my streams of games that are like brand new or very recent. And I think I did just kind of luck into Star Ocean being a game that like a lot of random people kind of obsess over. Like I had a disproportionate amount of people pop into my Star Ocean streams being like, "Oh hey, I love Star Ocean. I found you because I have this game followed." So I guess like long ass RPGs are okay, but maybe skew towards like older ones. Um Banjo Kazooie, easily one of my best streams. Um yeah, lesson like that's another one. That's another retro game, right? That has like kind of a cult following, and members of that cult uh will find me when I'm streaming it and decide to stick around. Um, I guess another lesson is maybe stream games that Garrett suggests, because then Garrett will show up, and Garrett is very active in chat and encourages discussion, which is nice. Maybe people feel if they're not a fan of Digimon that they wouldn't bother checking it out, while Star Ocean is more of a neutral thing for people and they're more willing to give it a chance. That's not a bad point, right? Like Digimon Survive is I don't blame people for being intimidated by like jumping right into the middle of Digimon, right? And I was playing the very first Star Ocean game, kind of close to when a remake of the second game was coming out, right? Like, uh, like honestly, like Star Ocean First Departure R is a much more beginner friendly stream when you think about it, right? It's much easier as like an entry point to both Star Ocean, um, and me. So yeah, that's not a bad point. That's worth thinking about actually. Because Digimon Survive is technically like the 40th Digimon game, right? Not the, I mean, it's a very standalone game. You don't need to know anything about Digimon to experience it, but I guess people wouldn't know that, right? Immediately. You enjoyed my Banjo Kazooie playthrough. It's fun to see it played by someone who doesn't think it's God's gift to mankind. Yeah, I do have a new appreciation for Banjo Kazooie. Um, Yeah, there's that. Um, and then Kirby's Dream Land 2. Out of these five full playthroughs, Kirby's Dream Land 2 is my worst performing stream. Um, it's also my shortest. I beat this in one stream. Um, I beat this in one sitting. Um, and there sometimes it's not like sometimes a stream doesn't do great, and it's not the game's fault. It's not my fault. Um, Sometimes people are just busy. Sometimes there are people that would have watched your stream if it wasn't a weird time of the week. Um, so like, yeah, so I still want to play Kirby's Dream Land 3. Still want to play that real bad. I've never beaten Dreamland 3. It was a blind playthrough of Dreamland 2. It was a blind playthrough. And finally, Everhood. Um, Everhood was a really weird experience actually because Everhood's a really cool game. It was a blind playthrough. I played through it for the first time. It was a recommendation, right? It was a request that I play it from Cool Gabe. Great suggestion. Like a lot of influence from like Undertale, right? It's almost kind of like an inverse of Undertale in a lot of ways. And so there was a segment of the game where like there's a series of decisions you have to make. Making those decisions stressed me out so much. I was so worried that I just like was filled with like a genuine anxiety that I was making the wrong decisions. That like that I was like physically like like I was so stressed and anxious that it affected me physically throughout like the second Everhood stream. And I don't know I don't know if that was a good experience for anyone watching, you know? Like I felt awful while I was playing the second half of that game. But once I beat it, I was very glad that I had played it. I was I'm it was a really cool experience. Um and when I played Undertale, there were parts of Undertale that made me genuinely anxious, right? Like the true lab part of Undertale. Um like actual some of the late game stuff too, like actual genuine anxiety. And I love that game, right? I like if a game makes you feel things in ways that you don't expect, I think it's a really cool game. But I don't know if I liked the experience of feeling that anxiety with a camera pointed at me. you know um if if that's something that people think is cool, and that should happen to me more, you know i'm I'm listening. I'm not completely closed off to that idea. But yeah, those streams were a really interesting experience for me. It makes sense that the True Lab made me anxious. You think that's a reasonable reaction and also the intended one. But the whole time you were in there, your survival horror loving ass was just like, oh yeah, this is fucking sick. That's also a fair reaction to have. Well, yeah, I was stressed. I was stressed during that part of the game. So, um, I have more games to play, right? Uh, Next Monday, Like this coming Monday, I'm starting MK versus DC Universe. I feel like it's probably gonna be like a 2 stream game, right? I feel like I'm probably gonna be able to beat that in 2 Mondays. Um, and then these streams are next after that. And I'll be playing as many of these as I can up until March, sometime in March, a specific day in March. And yeah, more on that later, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of these. Chibi Robo is probably my favorite game of all time. Bumpers and Broadswords Tournament is a fun, like super deep, like cut, free indie game that I feel that nobody's heard of, and it could be fun to play. I think I have to brace myself for like no one watching that because no one knows what it is. I don't think it even has its own category. Um, Portal was a fan suggestion and a game that I've never beaten or played all the way through. So, Trauma Team was added by me, but I just think Trauma Team would be fun. The first Pikmin is also a viewer suggestion. Um, and if I haven't played this by March, I don't know if I'm going to commit to it honestly. Dreamland 3 is just a game that I really want to beat on stream. As someone with too much knowledge about fighting game and comic book lore, you're looking forward to Monday. Cool. Cool. It's gonna be wild to revisit MK versus DCU. Oh man, I'm pumped. I think that game's gonna suck. But I'm gonna, I'm going in with an open mind, right? It's gonna be, yeah, like it's gonna be really interesting to revisit that game just like a decade and a half later, you know? It's really been like 15 years. When did that game come out? Like, yeah, like somewhere between 2009 and 2011, right? So up to 15 years ago is when that game came out. And actually, yeah, I want to say closer to 2009. So it's like a new game Fridays. So one thing you'll notice is that a lot of these crossed out games, and I haven't updated this in a while. A lot of these crossed out games are games that I didn't play on stream. I did not play Final Fantasy 16 or its demo on stream. Um, I didn't play Everybody Want to Switch or Pikmin 4 or Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Um, I'll be updating the new game Fridays list tonight, right? With games for the first few months of 2024. Um, One thing that I should point out is that it going on the new game Fridays list is not a promise that I'm going to play it on stream. It's essentially just me like bookmarking it, right? And being like, it would be cool to play this on stream, unless something else comes up that I would rather play on stream when that time comes. But but yeah, if it's on the list and I'm interested in playing it as it comes out, right? Um like the Beastie Ball demo stream. I loved playing the Beastie Ball demo on stream. I'm so excited for when Beastie Ball comes out. Um, the Cosmic Will Sisterhood stream had a really great time with that. I want to play more of that, especially before Goaties come up. I played Rhapsody 2 on stream. Huge disappointment, unfortunately. Big disappointment. I thought that the singing was going to be dubbed, and that really harshed my vibe. That was the singing being Japanese only was a weirdly disproportionate buzzkill for me. I just didn't pick it up after that. I'm glad I bought it I'm glad I bought the game, just like voting with my wallet, like, hey, I love Rhapsody. Please keep bringing Rhapsody related things to the US. But I am sad that the singing was only in Japanese. The Starfield stream, I actually had a good-ish time with it, you know? Obviously, there's a choice-based uh Western developed RPG that is considered much better that came out this year. But I didn't hate my time with Starfield. I didn't hate that one stream I did of it. I did the Mortal Kombat 1 like arcade ladder stream or whatever. Um it was a good time. Didn't play Mineko's Night Market. Didn't play the Foam Stars open beta. Other stuff came up around that time. If I bowled a game in New Game Fridays, that means that A, I want to do a full playthrough of it, and B, I'm much more likely to play that on stream. And Devin and I haven't beaten Detective Pikachu Returns yet. It's mostly for schedule reasons. It's been hard to match up our schedules to stream it together. Uh, but yeah, I liked those streams. They were fun. Like Detective Pikachu Returns is just the like right amount of like a bad game that I think the streams have been pretty entertaining. Honkai Star Rail. Yep, I streamed that. It was a good stream, and I played the fuck out of that for the next few months. I'm so behind on a lot of other 2023 games because I've just been playing a fucking shitload of Star Rail. I've just recently stopped like playing hours of it every day. Like I finally like disengaged from it briefly, and I'm gonna try to take advantage of that to play more 2023 games before before I record Goaty stuff with my panel next month. We'll be recording in early February, early mid February. Yep, did a Spider-Man 2 stream. That was fun. Did a Dave the Diver stream. Loved Dave the Diver. That was fun. Did my full playthrough where we were Move It in one sitting, and that went pretty well on YouTube. Didn't play Fashion Dreamer. Didn't play Super Mario RPG, although I did get a copy of Super Mario RPG for Christmas from my friend Colin. Thank you, Colin. Um, and I do plan on playing it soon. Whether or not I play it on stream is a good question. And I didn't end up playing Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, but I wonder if I should just get that and maybe play it on stream like belatedly. Oh yeah, and I did a couple of Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince streams. It's funny, the first stream I did of it, no one cared. The second stream I did of it performed surprisingly well. Go figure. Did I play any of these? Most of these didn't come out in 2024 on a console, right? This is still Steam only. Uh, I don't think this came out. I don't think this came out. This did not come out. This did not come out. Um, this did not come out. This did not come out. I don't think I consistently get enough people in here to do Jackbox streams yet. So, make your friends watch my streams and maybe I'll do a Jackbox stream. Um I did do a Knuckle Sandwich stream. No one no one watched it. No one watched it on Twitch or YouTube, and I fucking loved my Knuckle Sandwich play. Like when I played a Knuckle Sandwich on stream, I loved that experience. I can't wait to play more of that game. This game didn't come out. This game didn't come out on consoles, but it will like this month, I think, for Switch. Um, didn't come out. Didn't come out. Didn't come out. Did not come out. Although rumblings imply that UFO 50 will come out sometime this year. And if I'm still regularly streaming at that time, I I am really interested in like playing all 50 UFO 50 games. So doing a full fucking playthrough of that. And then yeah, and this is streams I'd like to do with Devin when we have the free time to do it. Our schedules have not really been matching up lately. These are the IOUs. These are games that I said I'd stream and then ended up not completing yet, like my Fire Emblem Three Houses full playthrough, a Nuzlocke, Luigi's Mansion 1. I'm waiting because I feel like that's going to come out close to the Luigi's Mansion 2 HD release, right? I think they'll just shadow drop that the way they shadow drop Pikmin 1 and 2. Arcade Paradise, still want to play that on stream. And then my franchise bucket list. Um and hey, look at this. The franchise bucket list are games that um I'd like to either play through the franchise of or experience the franchise for the first time, like on stream. And look at that. I played some Star Ocean this year. And I played several WarioWare games this year. WarioWare 1, WarioWare Touched, WarioWare Move It. I want to play more Wario Land games. I want to play more Wario Land games. So maybe I can move towards doing that in 2024. If any Wario Land games release on Nintendo Switch Online this year, I'm very likely to play those as they come out. The fucking Trails Mega franchise, Yakuza slash Like a Dragon, I love to play. Suikoden, when that remaster comes out, you'll probably see me stream at least some of it. The Saga franchise, I'm super curious about. Same with Phantasy Star. I feel like there's other games that would be on my franchise bucket list, you know. Didn't I also do Redfall for a Friday stream? Yes, I did. Yeah. Like this that list I just went through wasn't definitive at all. Like, yeah, there are some games that I put on that list that I ended up not playing, and there are some games that I did not put on that list that I ended up spontaneously playing as they came out. Although I think was Redfall No, Redfall was not on my streams with Devin list. Although I did end up streaming Redfall with Devin. Um yeah. And that game's not good. Sorry to report, that game's not good. I didn't I didn't hate playing it, and of course it was nice to play it with my fiance. Um, but uh, yeah, if I see someone complaining about Redfall and what a disappointment it was, I'm not gonna blame that person for complaining about it. Okay, um, so I'll be doing New Game Fridays. I'll be putting new games on the list through March. Before I do that, um, I guess we'll talk goals. Okay. So, what are my goals for this year? So my streamiversary, more or less, is March 20th, right? Like March 20th, 2023 is when I started streaming regularly again. Um so that's a Wednesday this year. Um so we'll say, well, why don't we say that maybe here. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Okay. We'll we'll lock down kind of the actual day when it gets closer to that day. But here's the goal: 100 followers by March 20th ish, right? The idea is that around my anniversary, I'll do an anniversary stream, and the goal will to have 100 followers by the end of that stream. Right now, I am at 87, right? Just need 13 more followers in the next 3 months. I think that's doable. Um, and yeah, if I oops, there. Oh, I see. My head's in the way. Yeah, if I succeed, if I get to 100 followers by the end of my anniversary stream, I'll keep my streaming schedule going through 2024. Um, like for the rest of the year, I'll keep doing Monday, Friday, Saturday streams, right? Maybe I'll adjust the days. Um, but I'll still do regular streams through 2024 as long as I have at least 100 followers by late March. Um if I don't get to that point, um it's not that I'll never stream again, but I'll put less focus on streams going forward if I don't get to that goal by this point. I like streaming a lot, you know? I really like streaming. It's great to kind of um it's great to yeah, it's really fun to play games for you guys. It's really fun to kind of make a schedule, like, to kind of have gaming be like a routine and something that can be productive for me. Yeah, it's on a lot of levels it's really fulfilling for me. Um, but there's also kind of like a like if I'm not growing at all as a streamer, then like am I doing myself a disservice? Am I like uh is there is there something else I could be doing in terms of creative output that uh has more opportunity for growth and could get more engagement and more people like invested in what I'm doing. Um so um so yeah, if I don't get to 100 by March, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go on hiatus. Um and and kind of think about, you know, kind of figure out what I want to do creatively next. As like my main thing. Again, it's not that I like uh yeah, it's not that I'll be done with streams forever if I don't get to 100 followers, but I'll probably focus on something besides streaming for a while after I take a break. If I if you know, if yeah, if I don't if I can't manage even a little more growth. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, yeah, how to organically get more growth from this channel is it's obviously something that I'm curious about how I'm gonna do, but it has been, interesting to kind of like I feel like I have a few ideas after kind of doing this recap and kind of looking at like what did okay, what didn't do so okay. Yeah. Um but yeah, if I do succeed, right? If I do oh um that didn't go the way I wanted. Anyway, if I do succeed, if I do get 100 followers by March 20th, then the Saturday stream after that, or maybe the Friday stream, um, will be will be more more full playthrough. Oh, that's funny. More full playthrough like Monday stuff, right? Like basically uh like yeah, after my anniversary stream, assuming I have enough followers, I will then do another stream where I take suggestions on what to add to the full playthrough Monday list, right? And then I'll do more full playthrough Mondays through the end of 2024, and I'll also set a goal for how many followers I want by the end of this year, right? Assuming I get to that 100 milestone, which I'm so close to, I'm close. I'm close, baby. And that number has been going up lately more. It's been going up lately at a better rate than it was in kind of the middle of the year. So like I'm cautiously optimistic. But yeah, I just want to set a goal. I just want to, I guess, try to motivate myself more with this channel and see how that goes. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, how are you feeling about that? Any questions, any thoughts? Is this stream a downer? Have I bumped people out? Yeah, like yeah, I really like doing creative things in the nerd space, you know. Um yeah, and I'm trying to find what's the most fun for me, what's the most exciting for people that tune into me, you know? I think it's fair to go to March and then reassess even though you enjoy watching my streams, you want me to feel fulfilled. That's so sweet. Such a sweetie, such a little sweetie pie. It's a little scrumptious little tasty little pastry. Sean. Sean Francis, my tasty pastry man. And my fiance says, "What the?" I've killed Sean. Um, yeah, but you know, yeah, I'm still looking forward to the next few months. Right, I'll be keeping on chugging through the full playthrough list, full playthrough Mondays. It'll be fun. It'll be fun when I get to March. Right, assuming I hit my goal, it'll be fun when I get to March because it will have been 9 months. Right, so however many full playthrough games I beat, um, like however many full playthrough games I beat in 9 months, I'll be making a list for the rest of 2024, which will be the next 9 months, right? Like I'll have a good gauge on how many full playthroughs I can do in that period of time. And I think that'll give me a better gauge. Like it'll help me not overpromise stuff, right? Sounds like a good plan. If this doesn't pan out, then I can become a manga content creator eventually. Slash evidently. I think evidently was what you meant, which is what you typed. Um, I've been thinking about that honestly. One idea, if streaming doesn't work out for me, is doing like long form videos. And a lot of my long form video ideas are, of course, about manga. Um, one thing I'm worried about is that like I'm wondering if manga content creators is starting to become about as oversaturated as video game content creators, you know, like I feel like maybe I waited a bit too long to enter that bubble, and now that bubble might have popped or be about to pop, right? But I should do some manga streams in the meantime. I've been if you decide to do long form manga videos, you can teach me how to edit them. You learned video editing for work. I mean, that's sweet of you. You know that I also know how to video edit, right? Remember when remember when you and I did that Smash Bros rap together and I edited the video for it? Do you remember that happening? Although, you know, there's obviously room for improvement for me. Like obviously there's a lot of things about video editing that I haven't learned yet. Yeah, but now you have even more knowledge, muscle arm emoji. Okay, yeah, no, I'd love input and tips. There's definitely some stuff I feel shaky on that that But anyway, this is kind of an alternate universe I'm walking down right the second. I don't really have the time to do long form videos at this moment. Um, but yeah, no, manga streams would still be cool, and I wonder if like playing like manga related video games could be fun. I've been reading. I started JoJo. I finally started JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have been reading. Yeah, I've been reading part one on the Shonen Jump app. I'm about halfway finished. Like I've literally read like 22 out of the 44 chapters of it. And I feel like one thing that could be fun is like once yeah, not once I'm caught up because like uh I'm reading the official translation, so once I'm caught up to the official translation, I'll be waiting for more. Uh but one thought was like maybe as I finish each part of JoJo, I try the characters from that part out in JoJo All Star Adventure, All Star Battle R, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All Star Battle R. Like I just play as those characters in the fighting game and see how much I enjoy them with added context on those characters. Um, the manga content creator scene isn't as saturated as video games, but there have been more recently. You've seen a decent amount of book people do their first time going through One Piece and they get good views. Yeah, last year was a great time to do that too. Too bad for me who already caught up on One Piece in like 2019. Um yeah, maybe I should have like done something for my JoJo read through, which I kind of have been. I've been making Blue Sky posts about my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 read through. Um but not a super huge community on Blue Sky right now. Hard to find people. But yeah, okay. All right. So, spent all those hundreds of hours reading One Piece and all I got out of it was emotional fulfillment. What an idiot I. All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's see if we can get this looking. No, wrong browser, you dummy. There we go. You learned recently that Blue Sky doesn't have a central algorithm, so if you want when I post to find people, you basically have to either hope it gets picked up by a popular custom feed or get it to spread organically by being reposted. Sure, there's a manga feed somewhere you can get included in by incorporating certain keywords or hashtags or something. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, there. Okay. And stand by. Go. There we go. All right. So yeah, New Game Fridays. Let's refresh this, shall we? Fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Okay. So yeah, let's repopulate New Game Fridays, and then that'll basically be the stream, honestly. We'll do it through March. And although I might be going on hiatus starting uh my hiatus might be like, if you know, if if things don't work out and I go on hiatus, I might start before the end of March. Let's look through the end of March, right? Just for completionist sake. Yes, that hot January game, War Hospital. War Hospital. I don't even care to look that up, honestly. Yeah. So what's funny is that early January looks boring to me. I'm not seeing much, and I'm honestly kind of praying that um that we get some that we get some Nintendo Switch Online games in the next couple weeks, you know? It's been a minute, so I feel like they're incoming. When was it like I've been waiting for new Genesis games forever. Anyway, here's the first one. Here's kind of an obvious one. Another Code Recollection. Um oh, no. What is this? There we go. When does that come out? The 19th. Yo, Gungrave? I get one viewer if I streamed Gungrave, but you'd be hyped. Where's where's Gungrave? Gungrave Gore Ultimate Enhanced Edition. Third person shooter. Oh my god. Wait, why? Oh, that's so funny. This game already came out last year. It's on this list because this was the Japan release of the game. That's so funny. Um, Cactus, you should keep um you should keep Gungrave in mind, right? When we get to March, and I start taking new game requests, if you suggest Gungrave amongst other games, I'll be listening. I'll be considering stuff. Did I finish the 2023 list of games I had? Um, uh, I said this earlier. I guess you weren't here. Um, the New Game Fridays list, anything I put on the New Game Fridays list last year and this year is not necessarily a promise that I'm going to stream it. Um, it's just games that I think would be fun to stream, and I'm kind of bookmarking them, kind of keeping them in my mind, in my consciousness, right? Keeping us all aware of these games as they're coming out. And also, I'm still gonna be doing 2023 catch up streams, uh, up up until February. Um, okay, let's keep. Um, yeah, because there's still some 2023 games that I want to play, and I'll definitely be playing some of those on stream. Let's see. I don't know what Graven is. Howl is already out on Switch. I think I played the demo of that, and Howl is pretty cool. Um, Apollo Justice is awesome. I don't think it would make a great Friday stream. You know what would make a good Friday stream? Tekken 8. Blaze Blue Entropy Effect? What is that? It's a roguelike. Oh, I think I kind of remember Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. It's like kind of a side-scrolling like action game. Oh my god, that's right. And then we get into like February. Oh my god, okay. So much shit comes out uh the first week of February, right? And let's say I'm able to stream two of them, right? Like a Friday stream and a Saturday stream. We've got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Ace Attorney is hard to stream an hour of dialogue before you do any gameplay. It could use voice acting. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, if I do an Apollo Justice stream, I'm doing all the voice acting, which can be fun, but also kind of like tiring. Wait for all this to go out the window with new Switch console announcement and games. That's actually part of the reason that I'm only going through March right now. I'm only making plans through March. Um and when we get to March, if I hit my goals, if I hit my 100 followers by my anniversary goal, then I'll make plans past March, and hopefully we'll have some new Nintendo console news by then. Ooh, new Shiren the Wanderer game dropping. Mostly noting this for your own purposes. Yeah, I don't know if that's the game that anyone would care if I streamed, right? But it is cool and worth noting for you specifically, Sean. Suicide Squad sweep. Honestly, uh I wonder if Suicide Squad would be a fun stream, you know? I wonder, yeah. Like, to get background music for stream at 100 followers. Sean, you're generally cool if I stream your music, right? Stream away. Sean's middle name is DMCA. You got the first initial right. Okay. Okay, how still a little too loud on my end. Okay. How's that sound? Am I being drowned out at all? Hold on. There we go. There we go? I don't know. Okay. Okay? This is still, like, hard for me to think while this goes, volume. Okay. That's a little better. That's a little better. And we just want this kind of quietly in the background. I don't... Can't wait for everyone to come in and ask what retro RPG the music is from. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta focus. Which two games... Which two games should I stream on February 1st and 2nd? Great ambiance? Okay, good. Good. That's the goal. You might hear multiple versions of the same track as we go. So okay, there's Granblue Fantasy Relink, which looks like it's going to be generally pretty fun and cool. There's Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. We just talked about me doing more like manga and anime content. I wonder if I should play an anime fighting game, right? I wonder if that'd be fun. Legend of Legacy HD Remastered. I think me playing just the first 4 or 5 hours of that would be not a great stream. So that's probably not happening. Persona 3 Reload. Should I play the first 4 or 5 hours of that is the question. Because that's definitely something I'm really gonna be playing, right? That's something I'm really gonna be playing when that game comes around. This one's a bit loud. Damn it, Sean. Making loud music. Okay. How's that? How's that? How is that? How's that shit? Is that shit okay? Is it good? Are you okay? Are you alright? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Is it okay? What am I doing? Okay, yeah, Persona 3 Reload. You didn't notice a change. Fuck. Yes? Fine, good. There we go. Okay, great. So yeah, I guess out of these, right, the short list is like Granblue Fantasy Relink, Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, Persona 3 Reload, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, right? Out of those 4, what are the 2 that would be more fun streams? You would choose Granblue and Suicide Squad. They interest you the most. Especially Suicide Squad, as it kind of seems like a mess, and you want to know how it turned out. Yeah, that's that's what I should also kind of check in with Devin on, because I know that Devin wants to play Suicide Squad with me. So yeah, I'd have to see if A, if they're cool with me starting it without him, or B, if he wants to stream it with me. And I don't want to make any expectations for any of that before I've talked about it with my fiance. So like, Suicide Squad's a thought. It's a thought, but yeah, I wanna check in, because I know that Devin expressed interest in that. See, this is why I don't have music in my streams, because I just distract myself. Unless it's the music of the video game I'm playing. Very curious about Granblue, and you'll be playing it yourself if it's Steam Deck compatible. Yeah. Yeah, Granblue and Suicide Squad. So let's definitely put Granblue. And I'll be putting down release dates, not stream dates. Okay, gotta pull up. Music. Okay. If I'm only doing it for a few hours that day, you're not sure how much mileage I'd get out of Persona or Legend of Legacy. Yeah, that's definitely a thought, right? That's definitely a thought. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Let's keep it simple and play Persona 6, DMC 6, Final Fantasy 17, Dragon Quest 11, since they're coming out next year. You mean Dragon Quest 12? Okay. So, we'll put this down as a maybe. Um, for yeah, Suicide Squad to kill the Justice League for February 2nd. Um, that's a maybe, and if I do stream it, I'll stream that with Devin. Like, Devin might not be sitting next to me, but Devin might be on mic playing on his PS5 while I play it on my PS5. Uh, where can you find more of this music? Yeah, you'll have to steal mine or Sean's hard drive. This is yeah, this is Sean music that he hasn't really posted publicly. Um he made it for several podcast projects that didn't like finish or pan out, you know. Um um so okay, yeah. So yeah, Suicide Squad will be with Devin. We'll play that. And if Devin's not available, we'll do Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Um Yeah, I think that's the plan. And that's the tentative plan. Maybe more games will come out in this chunk of time and make it even harder for me. But we'll see. Sean eventually made an even better version of this song for Bound Weekly Manga, which is a podcast project we didn't. Daniel, why did you steal your friend's music? I paid Sean to make this music. Okay. That's that dilemma figured out. Let's scroll down a bit. Helldivers. The Switch version of Biomutant. Um ours at the Jewel Faramore, which is just like I've heard of I've heard of this game, and it's basically just kind of a um it's kind of a pastiche of like those Zelda CDI games. It's basically just a parody of those, which is a really fun idea. I'm probably not playing that. Gunvolt Records cry a Gunvolt rhythm game. It's incredible. I'm not playing that though. Mario versus Donkey Kong. Would anyone in this chat give even like an iota of a shit if I streamed that? Would anyone give a tenth of a shit if I streamed the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake? Me. You're not gonna buy it yourself, so you would watch me play it. That's not a bad point, right? Like it might be good that I stream it so that you guys don't have to get it. You'd give more of a shit if I played Donkey Kong 94. If that pops up on on Nintendo Switch Online this year, I'll probably do it, man. I'll potentially do it. Okay, Cactus loves Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I'd be the top of the category. Okay, all right. We'll try it. We'll try it, and if no one shows up, then that's data, right? Then I'll then I'll know that I don't have to stream any more Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. February 16th. There's also Skull and Bones coming out the same day. I guess a question worth asking. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask it. I don't want to play Skull and Bones. I don't want. I like. You have to be really special if you're an Ubisoft AAA game to get me to play it. I'm just really disillusioned with Ubisoft these days. Yeah. I would rather play Mario vs. Donkey Kong than Skull and Bones on the 16th of February, and that is a dunk on Skull and Bones. Now CPOC is an early access hack and slash. I guess that's when it gets like a full release. Shiren the Wanderer. Star Wars Dark Forces remaster. That's kind of interesting. FF7 Rebirth is a game I can't really play because I haven't even beaten Remake yet. And I don't think I'll get there in time, you know? Yeah, nothing's really, nothing's really grabbing at me in late February. Like, like, there's Tokyo Revengers Last Mission, and I did talk about, like, maybe doing more manga and anime related content, but honestly, like, Tokyo Revengers is, I'm worried that that'll be a lot of, you know, middle/high schoolers in, like, uncomfortable sexual situations, because Tokyo Revengers has plenty of that, and that's not, I'm not really jazzed about streaming that, so I'd probably pass on that. Completely forgot that Goblin Slayer existed as a media franchise, and was all the better for it. Skull and Bones is funny as Ubisoft was forced to make it by the Singaporean government. That's an interesting factoid I don't think I knew. But it probably wouldn't be a great stream. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I have like one of those things, pads with a bunch of buttons on it, right? That I've never set up for my stream. I need to do that just so I can like have an air horn button that I can just mash when I say stuff like on the same boat. On the same boat. Never mind, I guess I don't need it. I'm very self-sufficient. Okay, let's look at March. Yeah, remix, baby. What's As Dusk Falls? Hell yeah. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, it's the PS4 and PS5 version. It's already come out on other things. So Unicorn Overlord, that feels like a fun stream. And then I can play more of that on my own time, you know? Unicorn Overlord, if all you know, if you just see that it's like, what is that fucking name? It's the next game from the 13 Sentinels team. It's the next Vanillaware game. March 8th. And Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out March 22nd. This should be my stream intro song. Oh man. You know, I'm listening actually. That could be a fun idea, because A, that's one of my favorite tracks that Sean has ever composed. And B, that is a track that, like, that I've already commissioned from Sean, that I have Sean's permission to use, and is not just like a random public domain song that I found online one day, It would be unique to my channel. You really do like that theme? Yeah, no, man, you should be proud of that shit. It's really good. Also, you're playing the absolute shit out of Unicorn Overlord. Vanillaware making an Ogre Battle spiritual sequel. I will not see you for 3 months. That does sound about right, man. So like Dragon's Dogma 2 is really intriguing, but I know what game I'm playing on March 22nd. Princess. March 22nd. So it is worth noting that we're getting past March 20th at this point, and for those of you just joining us, if I don't hit my 100 follower goal by March 20th, I'll be taking a hiatus probably. But I do really want to play Princess Peach Showtime on March 22nd. I want to do that real bad. Although one thing I might do, Fun fact 3, you don't remember fucking writing this song at all. Yeah, this song is called... The title of this track is... I called this song Hero Warriors Action Theme, but IDK if it works for that or anything. I just wrote it and here it is, .wave. It's groovy, man. It's good. Oh yeah. It wouldn't have worked for Hero Warriors, but this is a good track individually on its own. Hero Warriors was a part of a podcast that I never released. Although if you're subscribed to the Patreon, you might have heard the pilot for it. As Thus Falls would make for a fun stream, as it's a choice-based adventure game a la David Cage games. Also, the character animation is really funny as it's like a slideshow. Yeah. I'm not putting like kind of re-releases of released games, released console games anyway. But that's another one that's worth considering to suggest to me when we get to March and I start accepting more full playthrough Monday games. Still Sean music. I should eventually just make a Sean playlist that I can play at times like these. Have I put FF7 on the list? I haven't, just because I haven't beaten Remake. And unless I beat Remake, I don't want to start Rebirth. It's that, like, Rebirth's a great idea for a stream. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready for Rebirth. And then, yeah, not really feeling the rest of March. And we're gonna stop at March, although I am seeing some cool looking stuff in April. Megaton Musashi, Saga Emerald Beyond. Interested in that shit. We're stopping in March. Why don't I search for Q1 games and see if anything pops up as like Animal Well. Is that the game that Donkey's publishing? Let's see. Yeah, just zooming through here. Oh yeah, the Clock Tower remake. That's coming out Q1 or Q2. So if it says Q1, I'll take a note. Death Trick, Double Blind, right? Defense Force. The Xbox Series X version of Final Fantasy XIV. A lot of something was just Q1. Oh, Legend of Legacy HD Remastered. Gotta edit your Wikipedia article. Oh yeah, Multiversus is apparently coming back in the first half of the year. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be uploading some bonus content maybe this weekend on the Patreon. We talked about Multiverses in it? Ah yes, the Knuckles TV series. I'll just stream that. Okay. Okay, that's that saddled away. Okay. Okay, so that's not a that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. So in January we got another Code Recollection and Tekken 8. February we got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, and or Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And Mario vs. Donkey Kong and Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. Then in March we got Unicorn Overlord and Princess Peach Showtime. And you get a lot of mileage out of that woodblock sound effect, huh? So much, man. So much. And as we get like Nintendo Directs early this year and other stuff, I'm sure I'll be adding to this list. Knuckles Nights with Daniel. Yeah. Come on. Watch my account get deleted. Watch me get flagged real quick. Yeah, I think this New Game Fridays list is a good start. And of course, yeah, none of these games are guarantees that I'll play them, but if you see it on this list, that means I really want to play it. It means I'm interested. Yeah, I wonder when we're gonna get I wonder when that new Nintendo console is gonna get revealed. Honestly, like, right now I'm guessing summer, but or rather, like, I think it'll get revealed in like the first half of the year, right? And then a few months will pass without too many details, and then we'll get like a big presentation in the summer, kind of letting us know when in fall we can grab it. What we really need are more Sonic murder mysteries. Yeah, man. I would love for that team to make a new Sonic game, like a new, like, little Sonic narrative game every anniversary. I'd love that. I had a lot of fun with Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. You love that wood block, man. Alright, cool. So yeah, next week I'll play MK vs. DC Universe, and I guess for anyone that missed it, I'll pop pop the little 2024 goals back up just as a reminder. Yeah. So if I get to 100 followers by March 20th, which will be March 20th-ish, will be my anniversary stream, right? I'll be doing an anniversary stream around March 20th. And also, like, I'm interested to hear what you guys would want out of me from an anniversary stream. One really basic idea is that I stream at least one more Wario game for my anniversary, since that's what I did last year, right? My first stream of last year was me playing the first WarioWare, and then I followed up with Touched, like, within a stream or two of that. So yeah, and anything you think would be a very Daniel thing to see streamed for my anniversary, I'm listening. I'm all ears on that. You'd be at least intrigued to see me play any of the listed games for New Game Fridays, so that's a solid list. Cool. Cool. But yeah, if I get the 100 followers, then that locks me in for streams, regular streams for the rest of 2024. And yeah, if I don't get there by March, I'll figure out other stuff to do, take a hiatus from streaming. Maybe not. Maybe I won't be gone forever, because hey, I was, before last March, I was gone for like a year and a half, right? And then I came back. So, yeah, but that's the thought at least. So, you got any buddies? Any buddies that you think would like watching me stream? Is everyone on Patreon following? It's a good question. I don't think everyone, but I think most. I think most of my Patreon followers are following already. You'll have to think of some fun things for potential suggestions in March. Some of your favorite games you don't think I'd enjoy, lol, so you have to think outside the box a bit. Try me. Tell me two of your favorite games. You could be completely right. I'm just curious. Who are we rating? Any suggestions? Not that I'm ending just yet. Not that I'm ending just yet. But yeah, I'm excited for early 2024. I think there's some fun games coming out. I'll have to come up with, like, like, it seems like tier list streams, top 10 streams seem to do kind of okay and kind of well for me, so I'll have to do more of those this year. No More Heroes and God Hand. I've been really curious about God Hand, actually. I've been real curious about God Hand. And no, I liked No More Heroes when it came out. No More Heroes is definitely one of those games where it's like, should I stream this? Is this does this have too many problems for me to stream? Or would it be a fun stream? That's the question I should ask. Not bad taste though, man. Not bad taste. Ace Star the Third. Who's Ace Star the Third? What's their deal? Mostly does Nintendo games. Okay. Do you know if Ace Star the Third is cool with trans people? Oh, I like his smile. He's a queer creator, so likely. Nice. Nice. He'll do that in a sec. But yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for the input. I'm yeah. Yeah, 2024 should be fun. Tomorrow I'm playing Street Fighter. As we've established this stream, not a lot of people are watching the Street Fighter streams, but I know that Sean will be there and we're gonna do a first to 10. Um and and that should be fun. Um and and then on Monday, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe begins. And then we'll just keep going. It feels illegal that it's 2024. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Like yeah, it's weird. It's weird that I'm doing the New Year stream now. And it's been the New Year for a few days. Great stream. Excited to see you next year. I'm excited to see you next year. Thanks for tuning in. Or this year. Don't don't leave until 2025. Please come back. Come back before next year. Okay. All right. I'm gonna set up a raid. Gonna set up a raid for A Star the Third. Too late. No. I'll miss you. I'll miss you this year. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you in 2024. Let's tell any very nice friends that you have that like watching a guy stream whatever I stream. Let them know that a follow would be nice. All right. Be nice to A Star the Third. He's playing Metroid Zero Mission, so I feel like maybe Sean will actually watch more than 10 seconds of this stream. And yeah, thanks guys. Catch you later. Pew 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 pew. Thanks.